Si usted no habla inglés, debe estudiar al servir como misionero, ya que será para usted una bendición en su misión y en el resto de su vida. El aprendizaje del inglés le permitirá ayudar a edificar el reino del Señor de formas adicionales y será una bendición para usted y para su familia. Memorice el vocabulario y use tarjetas de memorización durante todo el día para recordar lo que memorizó con su compañero.
Okay, let's go ahead and start here. It's lesson 10, daily routines, prepare. Lesson 10, daily routines. What do you do every day? One of the things we do every day is we like to wake up good and early. Okay, so like we said, 7 o'clock is a good time. You have 1 whole hour that you're supposed to be practicing and studying your English. So let's say you start at 7, 8, you're done. So let's say you go 7:30. 7:30 and work till 8. And then later on in the day, at the end of the day at 9, you work again till 9:30. The goal is to put you in a position that when you apply for the opportunity to start studying at the Ensign College or at the BYU Idaho, that you've completed enough of the classes in EnglishConnect 1 and 2. Some of you are proficient. You don't even have to take EnglishConnect 1, but you take the required test. They evaluate you, and if you have sufficient, I think it's 6.5 or 80% of your score is correct. It'll be all things that you've learned in these books and in these lessons. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just start right now. Again, that's our time. Today we're doing lesson 10, daily routines. Prepare lesson 10, daily routines. What do you do every day? Remember, you're always wanting to follow the subtitles and continue that way. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to learn a new vocabulary. I'll say it, they'll say it, and then I'll say it again. So let me see if I can do this in a way that works. Okay, I'll say it, then they'll say it, then I'll say it again. Always.
Always.
Always. Usually.
Usually.
Usually. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Never.
Never.
Never. This recording here is very good. This is a good one. Every day.
Every day.
Every day. And I like how they have it in Spanish and English. So you're learning this word. But in all of our videos, like you know, this has already been set up. The vocabulary, you want to memorize that
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend. Okay? Once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week. Once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month. Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Once in a while. Now, I won't say these in Spanish because the subtitles don't pick it up very well, okay? So
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now. Okay? And I learned a lot more in Spanish.
Eat.
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 Eat. Study.
Study.
Study. Work.
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 Always. Always. Usually. Usually. Sometimes. Sometimes. Never. Never. Every day. Every day. Every weekend. Every weekend. Once a week. Once a week. Once a month. Once a month. Once in a while. Once in a while. Right now. Right now. Eat. Eat. Study. Study. Work. Work.
Now they're going to go to the flashcard set, and we'll just hit 1 to make sure it's working correctly, like this. Take it back. Oh, I'm sorry. That goes to the next one. Got to back this up. You see how you're using this? So the different arrows are going to tell you which way to go. Just follow those arrows. Here's this one. Get up. Okay, go to the next one. Get dressed. The evasive oh, I want to flip that one. Once every now and again, I think is what this one is. Once in a while. Now and again, once in a while, yeah. Okay, we're not going to do these. You can see there's 4 of 15. You want to flip through all of them, okay? Don't try and skip. Again, it's the same thing. We've got 15 of these, playing sports, et cetera, activities. We'll continue. Okay, memorize grammar and target phrases. Now these target phrases and this is conversation. Conversation is why we're here. This is what I do for you. My conversational skills are sufficient in English, but in Spanish, you have to develop conversational skills. Ordinarily, my wife would be here, but let me just go ahead and hit these real quick. We'll listen to the recording.
Tell me what you do every day.
So that's a pretty good recording, what she's talking about. And if you're listening to it quickly enough, sure, that's what you want. You want to be able to identify certain words, hang on to that word, and then know that the balance of the sentence is going to be about that word, okay? Tell me what you do every day. And then?
I usually get up at 7 o'clock, and then I always go to work at 8 o'clock. Sometimes I go out with friends after work.
Okay, that's a whole lot of sentence. Generally, nobody's giving that much information unless they're trying to teach a class on conversation or they're interviewing for a job or something. I usually get up at 7 o'clock, and then I always go to work at 8 o'clock. Sometimes I go out with friends after work. I like how she used the word always go to work at 8 o'clock. That's really good. You sound busy when do you go shopping? Okay, so here it is.
You sound busy. When do you go shopping?
So you sound busy. When do you go shopping? That's the other gal's word about shopping. I only go about once a month.
I only go about once a month.
Now, where did that happen? We just got a guy's voice in there. And that's some of these things are like that. As are my videos that I do, you'll see I do some things wrong. A lot of times there's some problems in linking up the book with the video. And then not only that, internally there, I might skip something. But for the most part, I think we've got about 95% of all the hyperlinks. And that's what's important, getting those hyperlinks, because you'll have a tendency to want to say, I don't want to get it. But if you follow all the ones we do, all of the hyperlinks that we put into a lesson, like 10 has got 4 or 5, they all have 5 or 6, 4, 5, 6, something like that. I think they all have 5 at least. So anyhow, that's what you want to watch for.
Tell me what you do every day. I usually get up at 7 o'clock and then I always go to work at 8 o'clock. Sometimes I go out with friends after work. I usually get up at 7 o'clock and then I always go to work at 8 o'clock. Sometimes I go out with friends after work. You sound busy. When do you go shopping? You sound busy. When do you go shopping?
I only go about once a month. I only go about once a month.
All right, conversation 2. Well, let's go ahead and do this one too. What do you do for fun? I go dancing every weekend. Every weekend? Wow. So do you play sports as well? Once in a while, I play basketball. Okay, that'll do it for this.
What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? I go dancing every weekend. I go dancing every weekend. Once in a while, I play basketball.